to think what could be achieved by 4 Sinn Féin MEPs, supported by Team Sinn Fein, bringing Irish interests to the European Parliament and working with communities in Ireland to ensure their voices are heard in the corridors of power. With the Sinn Féin team standing up for Ireland in Europe, building alliances, working to our strategy, being constructive in our approach, there is a lot more that can be achieved. We can win more support for Irish unity, for the peace process, and be more able to challenge the political elites and golden circles which impose austerity and inequality on our people. So on the 22nd and 23rd of May, every person in Ireland has a chance to send a Sinn Féin representative to the European Parliament. So I am calling on people to elect 4 Sinn Féin MEPs and watch the parties of austerity, north and south, quiver.
Okay, final question.
Can I just ask the candidates, has the recent attention that Gerry has drawn kind of distracted or made that difficult for you guys on the campaign trail around the country?
Certainly in Dublin it hasn't been coming up on the doors. I've been across the city now with all of the local, a lot of the local candidates. It's not coming up on the doors. The only question people would question is the timing of it, but it's not an issue. What people are saying is, look, they want a change, they want a little bit of fairness from their governments, and they're really deeply disappointed with Fine Gael and Labour. They feel let down, and that's the issue that's coming up time after time on the doors. I can't speak for the others across the country, but that's certainly the case in Dublin.
But really the issues on the doors are people are just, at their wits' end, trying to keep body and soul together. They're more concerned about carbon taxes coming down, the water taxes. They're just being hit constantly with stealth taxes, and so the reality is people aren't really being able to afford to live, and when they're in that situation they have to look after their own persons to see how they can survive, and they're the issues on the ground really. So they really have to vote for a change, because they're not getting that at the moment, and they really need to send a strong Sinn Féin team out in Brussels to fight their corner.
I think sometimes the media and perhaps all of us misunderstand just how popular the peace process is, particularly within the region, how important people recognise it is to their lives, and how vital it is that public representatives of all political parties in all parts of Ireland use their political influence to ensure that the peace process is protected and developed, and what it means in terms of the future of the island, in terms of all-Ireland, the development of an all-Ireland economy, and how we can use an all-Ireland economy, particularly to develop many of the regions that I'm campaigning in. I'm canvassing across 15 counties of this island. During the height of the Gerry being detained story, the biggest question that people were asking was in relation to the water charges. At that time there was quite a bit of confusion, but people were genuinely asking the question, how do this government expect us to manage? They are already crippled in terms of debt, mortgages, household debt. They're already under severe pressure in terms of the difficulties that have been arisen as a result of unemployment figures. We're dealing with counties that between Monday to Friday it's almost impossible in some towns and villages to meet someone between the ages of 19 and 30, and that has huge ramifications in terms of the social services, in terms of the very heartbeat of the communities that I'm visiting. And what they want to see is certainly the peace process develop, but they want to see an all-Ireland economy, and they want to see a real regional development, and increasingly there's a recognition that European representatives have a part to play, and they want MEPs who will not only stand up to austerity, but recognising the work that our councillors are doing. Our councillors are recognised as being the hardest working representatives in their communities. They recognise the work that people like Pierce and Gerry and Mary are doing in the Dáil, and they're seeing that there's a void at the European level in terms of ensuring that their voices are heard. So my sense of it is that yes, people were interested in terms of looking at this, the scale as it evolved, but more importantly they wanted to see us moving these issues forward, and they recognise, in my view, and time will tell, that Sinn Féin, that the team of Sinn Féin MEPs, alongside our team of TDs and Assembly members in the 6 counties, and our strong and growing team of Sinn Féin councillors, are the best placed team to deliver upon the needs and wants of those communities.